have that in America?
It's kind of a sweet culture though.
Okay, but
It's different than in the US.
I have to explain you this. Have you ever seen that?
To talk about somebody, 30-year-old women wear their hair like that. Is white supposed to be a ghost color?
Oh.
1988년 소무주와 왕조연가
Can I ask you why it's all blurred?
Oh yeah, that's because of the copyright, I think.
Okay.
Do you know the movie too?
I know that actor.
Cantonese movie. Shame that it's so blurred.
이방 주인이자 잘 나가는 발표서
Is go the same as padet?
Yeah,
오픈은 티셔츠
Fuchsia. That's fuchsia.
this was 27 years ago.
I've seen that.
Yeah. Like even in US?
No.
Just in China.
China.
And what about in Korea?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Outside of certain like apartment buildings, they would have like a wall around the apartment building, and then it would have like the little sharp things so people wouldn't climb over.
I don't remember seeing that. I grew up in Korea, but I've never seen that until I came here in Shanghai.
인터넷도 없고 스마트폰도 없던 시절 지금 생각하면 그 많은 시간들을 우린 대체 뭘 하면서 보냈을까?
Probably talk to each other.
My mom talked about that. I've never seen that in person, but mom said she really use that.
The type of rice cooker?
Yeah. Type of gas stove or type of range.
동생 성노을 이래봬도 무려 17살이다.
Do you also have that in America that, you know, those people who look much older than they were supposed to be?
Yeah.
Yeah?
There was a friend of mine, you know, when all of the rest of us were in middle school, he looked like he could have graduated high school. I'm serious. I remember sitting with like my mom and some of her friends, and like he walked in and everybody, like all the women were just kind of like, who was that?
But do you guys joke about each other's appearance like that? Like, you know, between friends? I know that it is rude to mention about the appearance if they are not too close to each other, but...
I mean, think about it as like everybody liked him, so we didn't joke like, oh, he looks old. You know, this is the time when everybody wants to be older anyhow. And so he already looked old enough, but no, I don't think anybody joked about him.
Like in Korea, we have that like, oh yeah, well, he had this puberty when he was a kid that made it look so old. Like we joke about it. He looks like 아저씨 even though he's like teenager, and people laugh about it even for that person. Is that common?
No, not in my experience.
밥 먹고 온다며! 아빠 못 오신대. 좀만 기다려.
Do you have it in America? That you gotta wait until the dad comes?
I don't know, it's different like when there's kids, because the kids, you know, they complain if they're hungry. As the kids get older, so like their age, then yes, probably.
Well, I guess when we went to America, we all prayed before eating, so I guess...
Usually you have a family dinner when the whole family is there together. It's kind of a sweet culture though.
We have it in America too, especially in Southern California.
I never lived in a neighborhood like that. But you know how like my dad is, he'll go and pick a field's worth of tomatoes and then offer them up to everybody he knows. So.
Right. But honestly speaking, I did not experience that. It was old culture, which is a shame that it's disappeared.
I will say, this is totally random. The way that Koreans count money is different than in the US.
Oh yeah.
Like where you guys bend it and then flick it back. We don't bend our bills, we just like count them out like that. At first time I was like, oh, that's strange, but then that's how everybody count that way. It's just interesting. I'm sure it's just the upstairs neighbors that are noisy. Is that other kids sewing?
It's reading a book. Well, I have to explain you this. There was a comedy program that was very popular, and their comedy was like that. Pretty much every single comedian have their own like theme song when they're on a stage, and they were super popular. So it was pretty common that people sing the song along or doing things along.
Is it like that one TV show like 오빠 아들 or whatever? 오빠와 아들.
Or like that.
Where it's like this kind of like call and response thing. Okay.
So yeah, it'd be hard for you to understand that, but that was pretty natural thing around that time.
Reading the phone book?
웅이야, 한 명 찾았습니다. 신기한데요?
That is a giant bottle of Coca-Cola. Is that a liter?
Oh, 1 liter! Have you ever seen that?
Not in a glass bottle. Kid's gonna be bouncing off the walls.
엄마, 나 1,000원만 학급비네. 엄마, 저 학급비 좀 주세요. 3만 원.
What is with the goat sound?
It's a sound when this TV show is giving a sign to the audience.
Like
for
that they're
something
supposed to laugh?
or some awkward situation or some weird situation. This
Is
song
that common in TV shows?
No, this is the feature of this TV show.
Okay.
아빠가 보고 수제비 식당하고 태어났다고.
내가 나 놓고 너 시끄럽다 이거 도로 안으로 집어넣으라 했다.
Positive. Is it normal for two people to talk about somebody as if they're not there?
I mean that's it used to be anyways. Or I don't know, like yeah, it is normal. It is normal.
Interesting.
Yeah.
So that mom, she doesn't look that old, but they gave her an old lady haircut. How old is she supposed to be?
I mean if the kids' age are like
They're teenagers. She would be
yeah,
in her
20,
late 30s?
17 or like that, then that'll make her 30-ish.
Would 30-year-old women wear their hair like that, like in 1988?
Back at the time because I guess it was easy to control and I guess that was popular. I'm not really sure, but I guess.
Because it just looks like it's like a hairstyle that they would put on like a 60 or 70-year-old lady, but the show just like wants to be like, well, this is a mom, so this is how a mom wears her hair, even though
Right.
like a young mom, but maybe that's the style back then, I don't know.
Yeah, that was a style I guess back then.
Yeah.
And or talking somebody as if this person was not there or not. That used to be a thing like 10 years ago or even before, like that became an issue. So the people who've been just swallowing it in, they started to say like, this is not right. Don't talk to people like that. So like it's improving now. But like between close friends or between the relationship where they think or they pretend like they're close enough, then they do that and they are hurting people. Like,
Okay.
저 옆에 애들 무서워서 퇴근을 못 하고 있어. 그냥 한날 싹 뒤져버렸으면 좋겠어 그냥. 알랑겨라 한번 그냥.
He's gonna kick their butts.
ooh.
So the handsome guy, he saw...
Handsome guy?
He's handsome. His friend is getting dragged off by these two guys, so he's gonna go kick their behinds.
정환아, 너도 오래.
This kid is always eating like something way too much sugar. Why do they pull the ends off of the bean seeds?
It's not mung bean sprout, it's bean sprout. And that part is a bit hard. People don't want to chew. At least I didn't want to chew. And not that, I think they're peeling off the peel of the beans.
이 다음에 훌륭한 사람 되면 꼭 갚을게. 야 잠깐만.
Bros, what are we doing here?
아우 깜짝이야. 어우 진짜.
Is white supposed to be a ghost color? Like
Oh, yeah. Long time ago, Joseon Dynasty, they were wearing hanbok, right? And a type of ghost known as virgin ghost is a ghost that died as virgin, and they have their story. The white hanbok is their innerwear, so for those who could not go to heaven or they just wander around in their innerwear with this long black hair, crying, asking for people to listen to their story and help them figure it out.
Okay.
아이쿠 라사자.
이혼하는 수가 있다.
정말 피켓걸에 대한 프라이드가 상당하신데요. 언제 하셨나요? 마다가스카르 불참 소식.
북한의 올림픽 공동 주최제의를 거부한
Poor
쪽에
girl.
대한 항의의 보이콧으로
I'm guessing cigarettes.
Because it's huge disappointment that mom finds out about their kids smoking. Is it same?
Yeah, no mom wants their child to pick up smoking.
Yeah, but not just in a way that, oh, we're worried about your health. Lots of parents are consider that that's the first step going into the bad route.
Oh.
Like behavior-wise or their grade-wise.
I mean, yeah, it's never a good sign. So
So that's pretty much same.
gonna relight them and do it for the.
Oh, maybe they don't know that it's not a cosplayer, it's not joining.
You lost your.
세상에 뭐 아빠 없다고 지금 이러는 거가 엄마는 그러면 신경 다 쓰이나?
아 이거 면도하다 그런 거야.
Look at the dad. Like he's just like Joe Cool. Who's Song Hee-jung?
He's marathon runner.
임춘애.
Is Imchune?
임춘애가 어디서 메달을 땄더라?
86년 제10회 아시안 게임.
He's just so much interested in everything else except studying.
Okay.
엄마는 다 알고 싶은데 엄마한테 얘기 좀 해.
What is that?
Charcoal.
For cooking?
Cooking and for heating up the floor.
What is that? Kimchi. How long do we have left in this? Okay.
Okay, this is preview.
It's a very peculiar show. It's interesting. I like the story in that there's not really a story, like a plot. It's really just kind of like setting the scene. It's got some puzzling parts, like the dad who does all the weird comedy thing, and then the random goat noises every time. I guess it's like an awkward comedy bit. It's got some things that are very relatable. You know, just like the sibling conflict and then like the relationship between like the mom and the son, that kind of thing. And it's got some very Korean things that I do not understand, but it's still
Which do you think was the most interesting?
part of the show. Just like the casualness that the two boys got robbed. That was
So that never happens in US? I guess you gotta be careful. Yeah, in US it's gonna be very rare since people can have gun.
no. Like it happens, but like it was just it didn't look like they like physically touched the boys at all. It was just like pure intimidation, which I mean, fair enough. But yeah, that's all I got. But a cute show overall. Long episode though. God.
Yeah, I know. I
Was
think
it like 'cause,
every
like
each
the
episode
pilot?
is like this.
Okay, because sometimes like the first episode of a season or a show will be 2 hours long, and then the next ones will just be 1 hour. But
Yeah.
that one definitely seemed like it was very long.
Yeah, maybe that was the reason that I could not finish this show because it was just so long and it has 20 episodes. Yeah. Watch reply. Okay. Let's move on to the next show next time.
Yeah.